What's up, guys? Renasant here. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, this is the feeling of this swamp. Just despair and agony. Oh god. Definitely not my least favorite area in the game, but just most frustrating probably. Especially at a low level. So we're just gonna pick up where we left off last time. Of course, we left off on a death. I did go back and get the souls, but they were like literally right there. And I just came back. So we're actually going to go the right path this time. Just to show you, we got most of the items on the left path. There are some more, but we're just going to take this right path this time. And there's a whole new batch of hell this way, so... Iron Flesh, we're going to get poisoned either way. This is a spell. Pyromancy that internalizes flame. Iron Flesh boosts damage absorption and resistance, but significantly increases weight. Not advisable for walking in marshlands, perhaps resulting in its obsolescence in the Great Swamp. Yeah, I don't know who was using that in here, but there's a reason they died. Or that's the reason they died, probably. Anyway, in this area is all the thick stuff, so you're gonna want to use the quick step dagger. Kill these guys. These are called basilisks. If you didn't know, they will spit curse at you. And you think, oh, curse, that's not that bad. False. Curse is a insta death. If you get cursed, you will immediately die. So that stuff that will curse you. So just be aware of that. And there are a lot of basilisks in this area, if I remember correctly. Now granted, they don't... Oh! You see that curse bar ticking up? That's not what we want. That little skull. That means you're dead. if it hits max level. So we're gonna just keep on trucking. Oh, dead end. Pop around here. This poor soul just drowned in here. Oh, sad. Feels bad, man. You don't get clipped into the environment right there. You can actually jump up here, but you need to, for one, you need to have no clothes on. And for two, it is very, very hard to do. So we're not even going to try it. We are, however, going to go ahead and pop another ember. And we're gonna scope out this place. There's an item back here we do want to grab. It's just a soul, but either way. There we go. That's why I came back here, so Hazel would trigger. Now we can fight her on fair ground, I guess you could say. What? Yeah, she will also fat roll in the swamp. And the basilisks, they will come over here. They're not really a problem, but Hazel can be. Ooh, okay, we're dead. Oh, this is Nightmare City. This is why I hate this area at a low level. It's just, ugh. If you're wanting to actually do everything and get everything. So let's just run back through here. Let's kill all the damn basilisks this time, huh? We're just trucking through the swamp again. Oh, we actually hit both of them. Interesting. So So we can just come right back to where we died fairly quickly. So this part's pretty easy to traverse at least. Get our souls back. Let's kill the friggin' basilisk this time, shall we? Alright. One more over here. Strike that. 28 more over here. Some repair powder. Goody. Alright, they should all be dead, I believe. We will go in there in just a second. Oh. Some moss fruit. So we're actually going to go ahead and pop one of these guys, get rid of that poison, and then we're going to pop another ember. And Hazel should invade us fairly quickly. There she goes. So you can see we kind of cheesed her there a little bit. Now you'll notice Hazel uses a lot of those sorceries, so keeping your range may not necessarily be the best idea. Oh, you're gonna chug? I'm gonna chug. Oh my god, she's luring me into that swamp. She's smart. There we go. So Hazel finally dies. Now we're not going to go up the stairs just yet. Actually going to go over here where we killed all these basilisks. And you'll notice a little cave right here with a golden scroll and the antiquated set. Good stuff right there. You also notice some mushrooms, so remember I told you Ulasil earlier is the land of giant mushrooms, so there you go. Golden scroll chronicling the vast research of the Xanthus scholars. Give to a sorcerer to learn the arts of Ulasil. Sorcerers orchestrate light and were said to shine in golden hues, so we know somebody who will be very interested in checking out that stuff. Then the antiquated dress sewn in long-lost fashion, the elaborately embroidered ivory-colored silk is imbued with ancient magic power. No protection is offered, as it was never intended for battle. Very interesting looking piece of equipment, though. I will give it that. So again, we will be able to get up into that area, but we're just not going to worry with it right now. Oh, one of these guys, huh? Come on, friend, let's fight. We don't want to fight them in that deep part of the swamp right there. We really want to fight them in the shallow part. And you may notice that this area looks kind of familiar. Not right here. We've ran backwards. But this area over here is actually... We've been near this area. Just on the other side. So this is Slug City right here. So just, you can either lure them all out one at a time or just be like me and start swinging away. They're not going to kill you. At least they shouldn't. Undead friggin' bone shard. Heck yeah. Exactly what we want. But yeah, you'll notice this area is familiar because that's the ladder that we've seen. Because over there is where those 3 large gentlemen are. Also a ginormo crab. Which again, we don't really want to fight in this friggin' little tiny area. Come on, fight me over here. There we go. The crabs, they're kind of hard at first, but once you get used to them, they're not that bad. I say as I almost die. Kill them, you'll get the lingering dragon crest ring. Special ring given to those who are deemed fit to undertake the journey of discovery in Vinheim, home of sorcery. Extends length of spell effect, so very useful item. It'll make, if you have like buffs, like magic buffs, it'll make those buffs last longer. So of course come over here and collect your treasures. Dust Crown, Young White Branch. We will look at the Dust Crown. We just want to maneuver through here fairly quickly if we can. Seeing as how we have no Estus and are poisoned. Titanite Shard. Now we could go up there, but we're actually going to take this ladder. Quickly climb up here so as not to die. We may, we're on the brink, you know, our health is ticking down. That purple glow, that's how you know. Alright, so for now, just quickly come inside here and bonfire! Big giant wolf. Ignore the big giant wolf. Healed at the bonfire. It's called the Old Wolf of Farron. We're not going to worry with him just yet. We actually want to run up this side up here. And you'll notice a sound. Maybe because it's a crystal lizard. Ah! Smash. Go ahead and knock him down and get your Twinkling Titanite. And then also, and now I'll show you something. So this little door right here, something strange going on. So if you go back into the bonfire room, you'll notice an item up there that you cannot reach. Well, that's because... Why do you think that's because? Huzzah! Illusory wall. Alright, so Crown of Dusk we found earlier. Feathered crown bestowed upon the Princess of Ulasil, land of ancient golden sorceries. Through the Guardian Elizabeth's blessing, this raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks rises in tandem. Very interesting item from Dark Souls 1, from Ulasil, from Dusk actually. Effectively, it increases your sorcery damage, but you also take I think it increases by like 20%, and you take 20% more. It's very good if you're going to be a sorcerer, though, I will say. So if you're going that route, more power to you. It'll work really well. Dream Chaser's ashes are umbral ash of one who dreamt of joining the Undead Legion. In the end, the Dream Chasers who wandered aimlessly in the rotted forest found a sense of fulfillment. Cool. So the Old Wolf of Farron, he will teach you Legion etiquette, which is a gesture. You can join Covenant if you want. It doesn't hurt anything to do it. You'll actually get the Watchdogs of Farron Covenant item. That Wolf Blood Swordgrass that we found is what you will offer to him. So Watchdogs of Farron ensure that the warriors sleep in serenity by taking the form of loyal spirits and hunting down those who had trespassed the woods of Farron. So what will happen if you wear that and you're playing online? Whenever somebody enters the swamp, be it this area or the area before this, the swamp, like where the Crystal Sage is, you can be summoned through that, basically through a Concord. So anyway, for now, just go ahead and truck up your elevator here. And you'll notice there's Lothric, huh? What is that? Could that be the Cathedral of the Deep? I don't know. Asylum Demon? I don't know. I'd find out, won't we? So this guy, the Stray Demon, he hits like a tank. He's got incredible range, as you might expect, being that he's massive. And most importantly, he can spit boulders at you. So you really want to be careful of that. I recommend just going... Oh, and it's very hard to dodge that. So I recommend just staying as close to him as possible and hope to God that doesn't happen. Well, we're dead, basically. I've never been able to successfully dodge that. Yeah, so you really want to stay around his ass, assuming he doesn't do that, so he can't grab you. And he does have a tail whip. And the attacks you really want to bait out is that one right there, because it is the easiest by far to punish. Now, he can grab us from right here. There we go. So I don't know how that hit us, but dead. And we get his soul. So, soul of a stray demon. Stray demon, now lacking even a trace of flame, was once the gatekeeper of Lothric. Oh, R.I.P. Stray demon. Ember, 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 ember. Great axe! Ember, ember. Great axe requires 32 strength to wield. Aw, hunk of raw iron, eh? If one possesses the inhuman strength required to lift the weapon, the great heft of its attacks will send foes flying. However, since every swing makes use of one's entire body, attacks leave the wielder wide open to retaliation. Very good weapon, but very limited range and kind of hard to use, especially for a beginner, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. Anyway, come back here and you'll notice, well, first of all, you'll notice I can't get through this gate and there's no way to open it. Yol? No, not Yol, but a pilgrim indeed. Come right over here and guess what? You can just jump down, and jump down. And you will take a little bit of damage right there, so just be prepared for that. And now, so first thing you're going to notice is a crystal lizard. So this guy, you want to kind of wrangle that way to the right, because you don't want to... Oh, we messed up. We messed up. So we're gonna actually quit the game. And he should come back. As I say, you want to wrangle him that way, because there's actually a second. There's actually 3 crystal lizards in this area, but there's a second one that he will run into. And if he runs into it, then one of them you'll end up losing regardless. But anyway, there he is. Oh my gentle Jesus. There we go, Jesus. Get your large titanite. And this one... also some large titanite. Lightning spear, ooh. Dope shield, ooh. So these are both very good items. So first of all, the Dragon Crest shield we were going to immediately swap to. Fantastic item, just because fire is much more prevalent than dark, and as you can see, that's what it blocks better. The Dragon Crest shield greatly reduces fire damage. It says the same thing as these, but... And then... Lightning Spear. Miracle, which, yeah, so it is a miracle, allegedly used by warriors of sunlight. Hurls a lightning spear. Huh, shocker. The spears inflict lightning damage, providing an effective counter to magic or fire, especially powerful against metal armor and dragons. It's actually not that strong, unfortunately. But if you will notice something, that is where we entered the Undead Settlement. And that is where we found Yol, right over there. All those dead pilgrims. So immediately when you turn around, you'll notice another crystal lizard. There's also enemies scattered everywhere, and he will lead you right into the belly of the beast, if you will. So now go ahead and flip him over. Kill him. Get your heavy gem. Now you can start killing all these hollows in peace. See, normally that guy runs over here. I don't believe there's any items over here. No. And you can fight those guys if you want. I'm not going to waste the time, but anyway, the way to get back is to literally, you can either homeward bound or you can just boop, 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 boop. Very simple. And we're gonna go to our bonfire, and now we've gotten most of the items in the swamp. There's a couple that we still need, but we're actually going to go ahead and extinguish all of our flames. Just while we haven't even done it yet. So we've explored pretty much all of it. There's, like I said, there's a couple more items we haven't gotten, but regardless, we're going to travel back to the Fair Keep bonfire. And again, even I, like, a lot of times will forget where these candles are. You can just look up and see where they are, basically. So you know there's one over there. You know there's one right here. So we're going to obviously go for them in the closest order that we can. So like I said, just follow the... oh, there's an item. Follow the giant candles and you'll find them. We are going to go get this item though. Just rotten pine resin. We did get everything valuable out of the swamp except for 2 items, which are hard to get but easy to find, if that makes sense. So as you're running up here, watch out for this ambush. Again, these guys hurt. They hit like a tank, so... Go ahead and go over there and extinguish candle number 1. And the cutscene is... We'll watch it the one time, but we won't watch it again. Basically, he snuffs it, and the flame goes out. 20 years later, the flame goes out. There's the bridge we were just on, fighting the stray demon, by the way. And when the flame goes out, one of these flames open. And remember, we just passed that door earlier, so... Alright, good. Great. So 1 down, 2 to go. So you can just kind of watch out for this a-hole. I don't know. I thought he was going to actually attack. So that's just, we went around there. You can see there's one flame over there. And the other one's actually the other side, so we will have to go back to that first bonfire area to get to the last one, but we're going to go ahead and go get this one just because it's so close. Remember, this guy, don't let him jump up and land on you. It will hurt, I promise. Go ahead and run up here. There should be a Gru. These are, by the way, these are called Gru, in case you're wondering. We haven't gotten any of their items yet, but that is what they're called, is Gru. Candle number 2. Go ahead and snuff that out. We're not going to watch it again. It hasn't changed, I promise. And you actually come back here, and there should be, I believe, an item. I've been mistaken. I thought there was like some rotten pine resin or something back here, but apparently I'm incorrect. No biggie. So this is a nasty little area right here. The best way I found to handle this is to just kind of not do that, but basically aggro them. Because otherwise they will just sit there on that bridge forever. They won't push you. You see, they're already backing up. And you're already poisoned, so don't worry about the poison growth. Just want to knock them out. And there's actually a bonfire! Hey! We only have one more flame to go, obviously, so... But there's still, like I said, 2 more items, I believe, that we need to get. And they're right over here. Remember that? And by the way, there's the door. Crab. Either way, we don't want to come over here just yet. We want to go Back this way. Unfortunately, these guys have respawned, which is fine. We can ignore them for the most part. Yeah. Right over there. That's where we want to... And actually, we can't ignore them. Go ahead and take care of them. Oh. Rotten Guru Spear, yay! Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, dog? Excuse me. Alright. A crude, half-rotten curved spear. Choice weapon of the Blunthorn Crews. Rancid tip is drenched in rotten waste, making it acutely poisonous. So, yes. You see additional effects. It's got 36 poison. Very good if you want to run a poison build. For now, we actually want to... We gotta get over there. And we gotta kill these guys, unfortunately. I know. No good, no fun fighting these guys. But you actually do get 2 unique items for fighting them. Just luckily, we're not going to have to fight them in the deep swamp. So anyway, you'll go ahead and equip some kind of range thing, of which we do not have much of anything, unfortunately. So we're going to actually have to use a bow. And just bait them over here one at a time. Oh. We are actually in the deep swamp. Ooh. Ooh, we are dead. We weren't in the deep swamp a second ago. I'm not sure what happened. These guys are a lot tougher to fight in the deep swamp, mainly because your stamina doesn't regen very fast. Anyway, we'll go back out there and fight them. They're not really that hard. Well, we just lost 40,000 souls. Man, that is... I'm salty after that. I mean, there's this... They stun locked the hell out of me. That was frustrating as hell. And guess what? I'm not going to learn shit from it. I'll come back with a passion and fire and... You know what it is? We're fat rolling because of that damn bow. That's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Jeez. 40,000 souls wasted because of that. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, this is Dark Souls. You always lose souls. Ain't nothing but a thing. Come on, punk. Excuse me. understand how he's hitting me. Alright, there's one dead. Come on, Chunky. Woo! Ferris's hat. We will check that out right after we fight this fine chap right here. Yeah, give me that 114 damage. A-hole. Alright, they're all dead. Black Bow of Ferris. Heck yeah, very good item. I didn't know they dropped a heavy gem either. Interesting. So Ferris stuff, poison gem. And then there's one other item over here we need to grab. Oh god. Along with a lot of group that are freaking insane. And you see dead mushrooms. Not a good sign. The Sage's Scroll. Remember, we got the Sage's Coal from this area. The Sage's Scroll is a different item. So the Sage's Scroll learns sorceries of the Crystal Sages. So it's a scroll containing sorceries of the Crystal Sages. Give to a sorcerer to learn sorceries. Sorcery's talent, and these sorceries were refined to nurture a very special talent. So not much going on there in the way of lore. And then we got the Ferris hat, which actually looks dope. Broad brim leather hat, traditionally used by master archers and especially favored by forest dwelling hunters. The name Ferris is said to have once belonged to a hero, but is now more widely known as a style. And then the Ferris longbow, or a black bow Ferris. A black longbow named after a hero of old, known for the unusual stance from which it is fired, has a longer range than standard bows, but successful usage requires a trained, dexterous hand. So that bow right there, oh yeah, look at this hat. That bow will actually, you can fire a lot further with that. Interesting. Than your average longbow. So we actually can take the bow off now and put the dagger back on. And there's only one more thing we need to do. Not fight the crab. But that should be pretty well every item in this swamp, in this godforsaken freaking swamp. So really, all we have left is one flame, and we are going to get that in just a moment. So like I said, if you can't find it, it's easily found from the beginning area, but I'm just kind of trying to navigate. There it is right there, so you can find it. see this guy patrolling around over here. We don't want to deal with that guy. We only have one Estus left, and in fact, I am going to actually equip Homeward Bones right here in case we get in a pickle. I don't want to lose all these souls. Basilisks, they're nothing to worry about. You can quick step right past them. He is something to worry about. So sprint up here. There will be some dirtiness up here, so be aware of that. By dirtiness, I mean this a-hole and that a-hole. Homeward Bone. Awesome. And there is our final flame. And we're also on the brink of death. So go ahead. I recommend maybe running away a little bit. And then just return to your last bonfire rest of that. And so getting that third flame will actually open up this door right here. Which, in case you couldn't guess, leads to the boss area. So we have gotten every item in this godforsaken swamp. So we got a few more minutes left, so we will go ahead and push through here. We're not going to fight the boss in this episode, but anyway, just come up here. Ignore that treasure for right now, because you want to come up here first and kill this a-hole Corvian. Can't remember their names. That's what they're called. Ooh, it's a very rare drop too. The storyteller's staff. It's not very common to get that drop. Staff of a heretic storyteller who shares tales of the painted world to forlorn souls. The storytellers, too, are wretched beings with no place to go. Their bodies, souls, and even their staves are all tainted through and through. You'll notice there's a lot going on down here. Go ahead and kill these guys before they all aggro. Now we can get the item, which is just another shriving stone. And then you're going to want to follow this path. Now, what you're going to want to do here, though, is follow it very slowly. So once you get about right here, just kind of start walking really slow. You might notice something. Yeah, you see that? Damage. Wonder what's going on up here. A lot going on. So there's actually 2 dark wraiths over there fighting a bunch of these Guru. So we're just gonna avoid them for right now and go this way. Which, guess what? Bonfire! Bonfire! We're not going to worry about the bonfire, or we're not going to end the episode just yet at the bonfire. We're going to want to keep going through this path. That way will lead back, the back way we came will lead to the boss. We're not messing with that right now, so we're just going to kill these little Guru over here. Again, they're nothing serious. And notice this guy. Now, there will be something very interesting in just a moment. First, you'll notice this guy's gotten a lot stronger since our last encounter with him at the Cathedral of the Deep. Got quite a lot more HP and takes quite less damage. Of course, we've gotten stronger too, so. Titanite scales. So this is actually where I showed you earlier. Great magic weapon. We'll read that right quick. It's gonna be a spell. Sorcery which improves upon magic weapon, greatly reinforces right weapon with magic. Only sorcerer swordsmen with special duties are permitted the use of this spell. The Azure Blade is said to cut down heavily armored knights with ease. So this is actually an area where, see, there is, in the first swamp, in the Road of Sacrifices, Crucifixion Woods, area where the Crystal Sage is. Remember I told you can't actually get over there, but we'll get back to it. Well, there you go. There's the Black Knight. So now we can open up this shortcut. Not that we need it. This is actually a good place to farm too, is to come back here and farm this Black Knight and these Dark Wraiths. So keep that in mind. I may farm some off camera just to get like Titanite and some souls. There's one last thing in this episode we want to do is actually drop down right here. Get atonement, and this is seek guidance. No, hollow gem. Yeah, atonement and hollow gem. This is actually that area where I said we couldn't really get to earlier with all the basilisks. You'll notice there's like 1,000 basilisks down here. Yeah, there they are. So atonement is actually just a god awful spell. I don't know why it exists, but Sable Church of Londor attracts more attention from foes. This is only tale known by the exiles, who believe it carries words of forgiveness. Cursed journeys, too, must ultimately come to an end. Garbage. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and homeward bound back to our bonfire last rested at. And guys, that is going to do it for this episode. In our next episode, we will fight that the boss of this area, which is probably the first like truly difficult boss of the game. So go ahead and get ready for that. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for me. And we will see you next time. Bye.